Welcome to day 3 of the Change Yourself, Change the World 21-Day Challenge. Today's story is titled The Worst Trade. The name in this story is left blank intentionally so you can fill it in with a name that resonates with you. When blank was in high school, they didn't know what they wanted to do with their life. But they knew one thing: they wanted to make a difference in the world. So they applied for college, took out student loans, and had a fun 4 years of life. It was great. But once blank was getting ready for graduation, the clock started ticking for the next step. All their friends were securing jobs from their internships, or they're going to grad school because they knew they wanted to be a social worker or a counselor, or they didn't know what they wanted to do, so that's why they're going to grad school. So blank's on the clock, feeling pressure from family as everybody is asking, what are you going to do next? Do you have a job yet? To get people off their back, they started to look for jobs. They're thinking, I know I want to make a difference. I'll look at the nonprofit sector. So they ended up finding an entry-level job running social media for a local nonprofit organization. They're not really passionate about the issue, but they're just happy to have a job and can say, I'm making some kind of difference in the world right now. I'm working at a nonprofit. It's better than trading my soul working at a corporation that only exists to make money. Little does blank know that when you're spending time on things that don't make you feel alive, that don't align with your purpose, you may not be trading your soul, but you're trading your time. When you work at a job where you don't believe in the mission, you don't like your supervisors, your coworkers, or you'd rather be doing something else, you're trading your time, which you can't ever get back, for money, which is one of the worst trades that you can do. Within the next few years, blank accumulated bills, credit card, car payment, rent, so they had to stay at their job to be able to pay for their livelihood. At the end of their first year, the supervisor leaves and blank can't stand a new supervisor because of their attitude and how they micromanage them. They start looking for a new job, but realize they don't have the experience for any other roles. But they can't leave their job because they have to pay bills. Blank has to work longer hours under the new supervisor at the same pay, and they get burnt out. So they decide to apply for grad school as they see that as the next logical step to earn a better job. So they do part-time grad school, rack up $100,000 in debt, and afterward, within that time, they meet somebody, get married, and have a child, and then buy a house. They also became really interested in starting a nonprofit organization, but instead end up at a new job managing social media. It's more pay, but they're a supervisor now. Blank can't take a risk to start their own thing, so they have to stay on their job's healthcare and need the salary to pay off their student loans, car, and mortgage. They think, eventually I can start my own nonprofit once we get in a better financial position. So that's blank's life in their 20s, which sets up their life in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. They kept trading time for money. They got in a position where they couldn't take a risk, and as they got older, they will be stuck with bills and in this constant cycle of trading time for money. So I'm a little over time. So today's action step: if you're going to trade your time, the most valuable resource in the world, are you trading your time for things that actually matter to you? Are you trading your 40 hours a week to work, which is nearly a quarter of your entire week, at a job that cares about your well-being, that has you excited to come to work every day, that challenges you, where you respect your peers, the leadership? Ask yourself those questions right now so that you can know if you're trading your time for things that matter to you. Value every single second today, and remember, the world needs your greatness now more than ever. See you tomorrow for day 4.